circular which has just been issued. Amidst the tussle between the Delhi LG and the Aam Aadmi Party, a new authority will be formed to excise and discharge powers. The authority will be called the National Capital Service Authority. Okay, this is the authority which will now have the power over appointments, etc. This follows what happened in the Supreme Court a few days back, which gave the power back, in a sense, to the Delhi government. And now a new authority has been formed. The authority structure is Chief Minister of Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi, who shall be the chairperson of the authority ex officio, the Chief Secretary of Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi member, the Principal Home Secretary, Government of NCT of Delhi, who shall be the member secretary to the authority, is also in this. I'm going now to Nikunj Garg, managing editor of Mirror now. Nikunj, how do we look at this? What is this? Is this the Government of India clawing back authority from Delhi government?
Well, you have to read it between the lines. The fact of the matter is that there is a Supreme Court judgment which took the services out of the domain of the Lieutenant Governor, and it said that the elected government must have a full and complete say on the matters of services, that is, the postings and transfers of Group A services officers in Delhi, who have been posted at the disposal of the Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi. Remember, in Delhi, it's a slightly complex subject because the Ministry of Home Affairs decides which officers are posted in the Union Territory segment of Delhi. There are 9 segments of Union Territories across the country, out of which officers are posted in Delhi is decided by the Ministry of Home Affairs through a complex process. But after having the officers being put at the disposal of the Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi, the Supreme Court said that the final and full authority rests in the Government of Delhi, that is the elected Government of Delhi, at present headed by Mr. Arvind Kejriwal of Aam Aadmi Party. Now, Government of India, after a wait of 2 days, has issued an ordinance citing the fact that the Parliament is currently not in session, and therefore, in order to supersede or in order to upend the order of the Supreme Court, they will have to issue an ordinance, and that ordinance is issued with effect from yesterday, if I'm not wrong, and it says that the final authority shall again be vested in the Lieutenant Governor. There shall be a Civil Services Board, of which the Chief Minister shall be ex officio member, and there will be 2 additional members, which is the Chief Secretary and the Principal Secretary Home of the Government of Delhi. Any decision that is facing any kind of contentious issue or any kind of contention between the 3 members shall be decided by the voting, which means that the Chief Minister shall have 1 vote, and the other 2 members, who are the officers of the Government of Delhi, shall have 2 another votes. Now, if a matter is still undecided, the Lieutenant Governor, who is the administrator of Delhi, shall have the final authority on the matter, is what the ordinance says. Now, this ordinance shall supersede or shall append the Supreme Court's judgment, is the intention of the ordinance. However, again, as has been the case for many, many years now in the national capital, since the time Mr. Najib Jung was the Lieutenant Governor, who wrote to the Chief Minister that the authority of transfer from a steno to the Chief Secretary rests in the Lieutenant Governor and not in the Chief Minister. This issue has been a bone of contention between the Lieutenant Governor, the administrator of Delhi, and the Chief Minister and the elected government. So therefore, one will have to wait and watch and see whether the Delhi government again goes to the Supreme Court saying that this is a disrespect or this is circumventing the Supreme Court's order, and whether the Chief Minister shall actually become a member of the Civil Services Board authority or not, or he refuses to do so, in which case the Civil Services Board or the authority that has been set up through this ordinance shall automatically become infructuous. So we are at this moment, as we speak and break this story to our viewers, again in the throes of a crisis as far as the administration of the National Capital Territory of Delhi is concerned.
Well, that's actually the underlying point, because soon after the Supreme Court order, there was a slew of transfers that already came in. Nikunj, is it likely that on the basis of this ordinance, there might be some reversals of the decision that the Delhi government took in light of the Supreme Court order?
Well, I will not say that there was a slew of transfers. There were a few transfers affected, even, as little as one or two, and the Lieutenant Governor actually, frankly, sat on those transfer orders. According to the Aam Aadmi Party government, Lieutenant Governor also has a point of view. He wrote a letter back to the Chief Minister today saying that this is unconstitutional, unmandated, and unlawful. And therefore, those transfers were also, in a way, not affected. However, as we speak, I just see that the transfer of the secretary services, which was the big bone of contention, has been approved by the Lieutenant Governor. Whether there would be reversal of those orders as well, we are not yet clear. My sense is that those orders will stay where they were, because this authority will be impacting any transfers and postings henceforth, since the time this ordinance comes into force. And when those transfers were ordered and effected, this authority was not in place, unlikely that the orders will apply retrospectively.